Maxine Nisbet. I was only taking care of our money. I was only taking care of our money, Maxine Nisbet.
Yes, that's right. I was only taking care of our money. And it's come to this awful situation I have to start facing tomorrow. I really need to make a good impression. So I bought this new outfit. I thought short skirt, sexy shoes, bit of leg. That should be helpful if most of the jury members are men. And if they choose women for the jury, well, I've got a long skirt, flat-heeled shoes, and I can be just more like one of the girls. And my lawyers told me that if the jury does find me guilty, I could go to jail for 5 years. That means I wouldn't get out until 2017. Oh, contest chair. Fellow Toastmasters and honoured guests, this is so unfair. Charging me with tax evasion, and all I was doing was taking care of our money. None of this is my fault. It was my husband's idea. It was when our office lady, she resigned 3 years ago, and he came to me and he said, "Max," that's what he calls me, "why don't you keep the books for our business?" And I said, "Oh, no, I've got all my committees." And he said, "Oh, it won't take very much time." He said, "You can fit it all in around your committees." And he said, "Besides, you've always been very good with money." And I have. And also, I'm a good wife, so I began keeping the books. And I found out very swiftly that although we were making a strong profit, the IRD was getting most of it. I was constantly drawing out thousands of dollars from our account and putting it into theirs for all these taxes they charge. There's fringe benefit tax if you own cars, there's PAYE for the staff, there's GST, that's every 8 weeks, and that awful provisional tax 3 times a year. They call that tax pay-as-you-earn tax. I'll say it is. I'd be paying it out of my account and into theirs before I'd hardly had a chance to earn it. And I thought to myself, this is unacceptable. I can't do this for the rest of my life. They're getting all of my money. I'm the one who needs to be making the decision about how much tax I pay. I know what I can spare. They don't. You understand, don't you? Because you're on the jury. Well, I thought, I am going to change this. I'm going to stop it. So I did. Most of you in business will know that every 3 months we have to total up all the revenue coming into our business and send it off to the accountant. So when I totaled up our revenue, as I was transcribing it onto the accountant's form, I shifted the decimal point 1 space to the left. And suddenly, tens of thousands of dollars of income just became a few thousand. And I sent it off to the accountant, and it worked. It worked. During the next year, our tax bills went down so much that instead of paying thousands of dollars every few months, it was a couple of hundred every now and then. That I don't mind paying. I mean, I don't mind contributing. I'm from the super city. We are used to paying taxes up there. I had so much spare cash that I was able to open a special savings account just for me. I call it Maxine Super Savings Tax Discount. Oh, and I bought this. It's not fake. Anyway, January this year it kind of all fell apart. because our accountant came round to our house one night in a very unhappy condition, saying he'd been receiving worrying queries from the IRD and that he wanted to have a look at my books. So I got them out, both sets. Showed him, and then told him about the thousands of dollars that I'd saved our company in tax from the past year. And he wasn't very pleased. In fact, he got very angry. And so did my husband. And they said things to me I couldn't repeat here. And then they tried to convince me to draw all my hard-earned savings out of my special bank account and give it to the IRD. I argued with them for hours, but would they listen? No. In the end, my accountant did a very strange thing. He began banging his own head on my wall. I don't understand how you men think. I could go on, there's no point, but this couldn't have happened at a worse time because the president of my most favourite committee has just asked me to be treasurer. If she finds out about this, well, I'm screwed. You know, like a nut in a bolt. I'm not swearing. You know what the media are like. By the end of this week or next week, after the court case starts, my name is probably going to be in every paper all through New Zealand. Everyone's going to know what I've done. It might even be in the 6 o'clock news.